to pretend to be the Messiah, impersonate. And so he was called Al-Masih al-Dajjal. Dajjal, the false Messiah. And when he comes, when Allah releases him, this is the mission that he will have to pursue in Akhir Zaman. To try to deceive the Israelite people, deceive the Jews into embracing him and accepting him as the Messiah. In order for him to do that, he'll have to rule the world. And of course, ruling the world does not mean ruling every square inch of KLCC. Ruling the world means establishing a rule which cannot be rivaled, cannot be successfully challenged by anyone else. That's ruling the world. In order for him to rule the world from Holy Israel, from Jerusalem, he'll have to do a number of things. And I explained that 10 years ago in this book. Some of you may have already read the book. No. You already have the book at home, but you didn't get the time to read it as yet. Jerusalem in the Quran. It explains this subject. We have this book in Bahasa as well. In order for him to establish his rule over the world from Holy Israel, from Jerusalem, here's what he'll have to do. Number one, he'll have to liberate the Holy Land for the Jews. Because we Muslims, we have control of the Holy Land. He already did that in 1917. Number two, he'll have to bring the Jews back to the Holy Land to reclaim it as their own. 2,000 years after Allah had expelled them from the Holy Land and cut them up into bits and pieces and scattered them all over the world. وَقَطَعْنَاهُمْ فِي الْأَرْضِ أُمَمٍ. He's already done that. The Jews are back in the Holy Land and they've reclaimed it as their own, while we were drinking teh tarik, eating roti canai. Number three, he will have to restore a state of Israel in the Holy Land. These are all logical deductions, so don't ask me where's the hadith. Please. These are logical deductions. He will have to restore a state of Israel in the Holy Land and get the Jews to believe that this is Holy Israel, when in fact it would not. It would be an impostor. And number four, which is about to occur, it's around the corner. Number four, he will have to cause that that state of Israel to become the ruling state in the world, succeeding the United States and succeeding Britain, which had preceded the United States. That is about to occur. We are now located on the brink of a series of wars which will culminate with what the Prophet called Al-Malhama, the Great War. And that Great War will make the First World War and the Second World War look like peanuts. Because it's going to be nuclear war. And most of mankind are going to die. Only few will survive. That's the Malhama. So Israel won't have to rule over 6 billion people. Oh no, there'll be much less, a more manageable number of people will be on the face of the earth at that time. It is only when Israel succeeds the United States as the ruling state in the world. And of course for that you got to bring down the US dollar. US dollar is about to collapse. Bring down the US economy. US economy is about to collapse. Bring down all the paper money in the world. It's bogus and fraudulent and utterly haram paper currencies. Bring it down. That's about to happen. And replace it with electronic or digital money, which will not be under the control of governments. No, banks. Banks are going to control electronic and digital money. And the banking system around the world is one system. You cannot be a bank in that system unless you conform to the rules of the system. And who controls the banking system in the world? The Zionists. And they're the ones who created the state of Israel. And so Israel is well placed. Israel will also have to wage great wars and also bring down the United States militarily. But in previous lectures I have suggested how that will happen.